Mamma mia! Mamma mia!
Huh? Nope. Nope.
Mamma mia!
This is Jason from Retro Gaming Asylum. Welcome to Game Masters.
Well, hello everybody. We are back. We are here, and it was a long weekend, but we're here. I'm here. You're here. Welcome.
Yeah, everyone's here, it looks like. Howdy, howdy. Welcome, welcome. Can't wait.
So maybe I should explain this. A lot of people are asking, or a lot of people in the chat room, they're saying happy test day, Scott, Game Closet. Lindsay LL Cool Games is like test. So the chat system that we use here is linked to both of our channels. So I go in there to hit test so I know it's working. So if you see that in there, that's what I'm doing right before the show happens. It's not like secret code or Morse code or anything like that. So I just want to put that out there.
Don't let him fool you. We secretly have to take these tests every single podcast. in order for me to be a real game master, I have to take a test every time that I'm allowed to join in. And if I fail, then you won't see me that week. So luckily I passed again. I'm good at taking tests. And that's where we are.
So when you don't see me next week, I am not good at taking tests. No.
Wait. I cannot run this myself. Ain't no way. We all know how great I am with the tech over here.
You'll get the hang of it. Just don't press the red button.
It'll be like what? Like 1 something p. Like it won't even be like 1080p or 4K or anything. It'll just be like basic.
It'll be a P.
Yeah, it'll be just 1p.
1p.
And there we go. I'll just be a blob. I will be a gigantic blob. You won't see anything else. And who knows if the audio will even work, you know?
No, we got it. I don't know what he's talking about. I just took a rat's maze test. I did find the cheese. Oh yeah, with the Mario. So I hope everybody's tuning in here. We're going to be talking a rehash or the experience that we had at GDEX and CORGS. And I say we because I was able to bring in Brandy. Well, I snuck her in my pocket.
Yeah, I was there.
She was
there. They just rolled me in. It was really cool. I popped out. I scared everyone. I bought everything at the entire convention, so you guys don't want to miss out.
And I think you guys will be interested. There's a lot of different independent game developers that I went around and saw. I'm going to have a longer form video come out, Brandy, maybe next week. One of the games that I did get, or because it's a free demo, because it's not out yet for a couple of years, but I did get it. What I want to do is I'm going to show the folks here what it is. But my first playthrough from it, I recorded it. So I hope everybody sticks around because you're going to get to see a lot of different game developers and some of the games that they created and some of the experience that I had there with it. But the pictures and such, Brandy, people can go on Facebook, Instagram, and check all that stuff out and see it. But before we get going, you hit a milestone, what was it, a couple days ago, right?
Yeah, I did. Finally. I hit 19,000 on the YouTube. So definitely excited. Let's hurry up and get that to 20K. Thanks everyone.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's do it. And I think we figured out I'm either 290 or 310. My math isn't mathing right now, but either way, I'm only a few hundred, 1 or 200 away from 10,000.
Nice.
And so
let's get you there. Let's get you to 10K.
Let's see if we can hit 10K and Brandy can hit 20K. It'd be great to do it by the end of Cleveland
today.
And by the end of today, well, hey, that'd be even better. But what we want to do too is Brandy always gives everybody a shout out in the chat room, and we like to do that here. So before we get going too far, Brandy, why don't you give a yell to everybody that's out there in the chat room?
We have the Intellivision Gamer popping on in, Mad Astra Gaming. We have Isaac. We have Master Games Guru. So we have quite a few people coming on in. I see some more views and stuff coming in. So if you guys are here and not just lurking, make sure you guys say hey and welcome in.
Say howdy, howdy.
Howdy, howdy.
We've got Mysticles over here. We got Isaac. Isaac says, thanks for the follow on Instagram, Brandy. I love to see the weird and obscure oddities plus more bobbleheads.
Yes, I found a bunch more. Stay tuned.
Oh,
I bought
boy.
more bobbleheads.
Oh, boy. LL Cool Games is definitely lurking, she says. She will be joining us in Cleveland and Pittsburgh, I believe.
Nice.
Daryl Best is here. What's up, Daryl? Johnny Arcade is also here. What's going on?
Oh, we got Project Retro Games in the chat.
You guys want to stick around? Yep.
Yeah, I actually have something.
No, don't show it right now. It's not the time.
I almost did.
I got to keep an eye on her. I'm going to have to duct tape her to a chair.
What am I going to do next? Hey.
Holy Ninja 16. Hello, new sub. I was the young man you met at GDEX that asked about how to get his YouTube and Twitch going. Well, what's going on, Holy Ninja? In fact, I believe
Very cool.
put your link in the chat room for your game that you're developing. Let people check it out. He was actually in our panel room that we did, and so then he pulled me aside afterwards and he was talking to me a little bit. And very nice guy. It was a pleasure to meet him and hang out with him a little bit. We had a lot of fun, and it looks like my daughter is in the chat room. Hey! The Buzz fam's here, and she was our producer. She did an awesome job. Her and my son, and was a lot of great times that we had at GDEX. But I want to stress something here. I was talking with Chris. I was on his wrap up earlier today, and I think there's a misnomer out there that GDEX stands for Gaming Developer Expo, GDEX.
Oh.
But it doesn't. It's just a game convention. It's put on by gamers for gamers, and somewhere along the line, the wires got twisted because they have indie developers there that it is only for indie developers. So I want to encourage anybody, if you're looking for a good time because you're a gamer, put on by a convention for gamers, you need to go out there. And I think Holy Ninja 16, I think he would agree, and anybody else that was there, Dr. Scott, it's definitely a gaming convention. You don't have to be a developer to go there.
Nice.
Daryl Best is killing me here. He says, I may have some good Neo Geo for Pittsburgh.
Go Pittsburgh.
Boy. Yes, he agrees. See, you can see he says, oh, yes, I definitely agree. It's for all gamers, 100%. So if it's not on your radar next year, Chris Volpe, he, one of the better conventions than what I thought it was going to be. Great guy all around. He very accommodating. I loved every minute of it. Each convention, Brandy, brings something new to the table, in my opinion. So we'll kind of pull this up right quick. This is the GDEX website, and it was a CORGS. It was a combo, right? It was GDEX and CORGS.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you didn't really get to see a lot of the floor, but you saw basically whatever we were able to show you, right?
Yeah, because I was in the suitcase the whole time. You guys forgot to.
Well, I did my best. Okay, Scott wouldn't let me, sneak a bunch of different people in, and he was kind of holding my arms back. But but the cool thing about GDEX is there's a lot of speakers that are doing panels and going around, and we did one on the joys and pains of YouTube. Things to look for that are good and things to look for that are bad, and how you can, put yourself out there on YouTube. But as you can see, we did a couple panels here on the page. There was a bunch of people, but from my understanding, because I didn't get to go to the panel rooms all the time, they were always full from the pictures I've seen. So, this is Chris. Chris is the owner of the convention. He is also running for U.S. Senate for Ohio, and we're not trying to get into politics, but I was just letting you know, like he has his stuff together. Real nice guy, and we had a lot of fun. It was a great convention to hang out with people. I got to hang out with Scott a lot, and the cool part is because it was spread out. Brandy, it was more intimate. I got to stand and speak to stuff like. Speak to folks like Holy Ninja. I got to speak to a bunch of different people. It wasn't like I had to hurry up because this person's here or that person's here. And, Scott was doing all the gatekeeping, so I stayed away from him. He didn't watch that episode. I told him he was slacking. He said if he wasn't going to be here tonight, we had to text him and wake his sorry butt up. That's what he said.
Oh, no. Y'all are terrible.
You did see that one. Okay. All right. Anyways, let's see here. What do we want to get into? Should we break it up a little bit and talk about the pickups first, since that's what we pretty much have for today? Do the pickups first, or do you want to get into the GDEX talk?
Yeah, let's break it up and do the pickups so that I don't accidentally spoil it. Yeah.
I know you were getting close, so I figured you were itching.
In the first minute, I was about to start showing everything.
All right, guys, we're gonna do the pickups really quick. So let's take a look at this.
Hello, I'm Chris Sebastian from Play It Games, Movies, and Music, serving Central Ohio with 3 locations. You are watching Game Master.
Yes. So for pickups, all right, this one is not a bobblehead. They are downstairs. I know, already disappointed. I put some of them on the shelves already. Some of them came in the boxes. I even broke a sealed box just to put a darn bobblehead out.
Oh my
But
goodness.
it is never too early for Christmas, y'all. And now's the time where you guys want to look for those awesome ornaments. Now, because when it starts getting that Christmas season, that's when the price goes up. So this right here, I had to get it from 1998. If I could get a non-glare. This right here is Mario's Christmas Adventure. Look how cool that is. It's complete in the box. This is from 1998. And I needed this one for my Christmas tree because I have 4 trees in my house. One's gaming related, one's toy related. So one's up here in this room, one's in the basement. But look how beautiful this is. This is so cool.
That is cool.
It's like classic Mario. You have Yoshi. It says to Princess Toadstool. And this is just so cool. So definitely awesome. Some of these can go for like hundreds of dollars when it's around like Christmas, like the holiday season. But sometimes you can get them for like $40 or less or a little bit more. Just kind of depends. You got to hit it at the right time. And they do have some that are like not in the box, but I always like adding the box just because it's like a piece of history and usually it'll have like that artwork. But whoever got this, it looks like they only paid like $11. So, you know, they made out if they were the original sellers. And if they were a reseller, you know, maybe they got it for a little bit more, but still probably made out. But these definitely hold their value. So that's one of my pickups. And then shout out to Project Retro Games. Got these cool things. So I have this metal gun slinger. And this right here, they do like amazing like translation games. They do things that like weren't originally on certain things. And this right here, the story follows the adventures of Billy.
Tip it down a little
cowboy.
bit. Yeah, no, just tip it down because the white light went right through the middle. So I didn't want to interrupt you, just so they could see the front. Sorry.
A cowboy who must fight off some alien with his trusty metal gun. So, I mean, it looks like a fun game. And then this one right here is pretty hefty because it comes with like this VHS tape. It looks like it's Lost Phoenix. And this is for the Game Boy Color. But as you could tell, it's like this right here. So it's like...
And you collect VHS too, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. That's perfect.
It says... Yeah, like some of them are like individually numbered. I'll have to like break them open, but I want to wait till I get back from the convention so that I could sit down and like, you know, play these, unbox them and things like that. But make sure you guys stay tuned because I'll do something on that. I've been posting pictures and stuff too, so make sure you guys follow along. But definitely excited to try out those. I have some really cool handhelds that are like modded and stuff, so it'll be really easy to kind of just play some of the stuff. So thank you again.
Awesome. I wanted to ask, is that all before I dive in? Because we might be here a little while.
I know. I decided to keep it short. Remember, I left all the bobbleheads downstairs.
Yeah,
I got a lot of them. So stay tuned.
All right. So I'm going to show you guys my pickups. And I didn't go crazy, but these are 2. Let me jump over there. So because I am collecting for the North America collection, and I wanted something that, Brandy, remember we talked about a couple weeks ago about getting a game or an item that you don't necessarily find anywhere and you can only get it at certain places. Well, that's this. I had to get this homebrew. Super CORGS Sim. The idea is your character, it's a 1-player game, and you're running around CORGSCon trying to gather games. But what you don't realize is the games are moving all over, or the items, as you could see, and you have to track them down and get them while other people get in your way and are basically the enemy. So it seems like it's going to be a fun little game. Comes with your typical manual, and then there's like this little map in here. I don't exactly know. I haven't gotten to play it yet, but there's a little map in here. So
That's really cool.
yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. I'm going to show the developer in a little bit. So I got that. This game here, this game's been out probably for about 4 years. The Pedestrian. Why this is special is because I didn't pay a dime for it. And why didn't I pay a dime for it? We're going to show some video footage of this in a little bit. Here, I'm going to show you guys. But I didn't pay a dime for it because I entered a contest to see if I could win this, and this is out of print. So I'm leaving it sealed. If you want to play this right now, the Pedestrian, if you have PlayStation Plus, the highest tier, you can get it for free and play it, or it's $20 in the PlayStation Store. So I'm going to leave this sealed because it's out of print, and it's probably going to be worth something eventually. Who knows? But I'm going to kind of keep it sealed. I'll show you some gameplay really quick of the Pedestrian, and then we'll take a look at some of these other pickups that I had. So
That's very cool.
Yeah, have you ever played that?
No, but I feel like I heard someone recently talk about this.
So it's a puzzle game, and so the idea is look at the graphics in the back. There's so much depth to these games, but it's like a little stick man that goes through, and you have to line things up so he can go through the little signs. See, it's a point and click style game, and you have to move it around so he can go up ladders and down ladders. And if you're into puzzle games, this is a game that I think a lot of people would be into. If you're not into puzzle games, maybe it's not something for you. But I'm pulling the volume up here so you guys can get a little bit of an idea. Let me know if it goes over my volume or Brandy's. But yeah, it's a fun little puzzle game. But and I thought, why not, right? Let me try to enter. And Brandy, I got a text message. I didn't even know if it was legit.
Huh. Yeah,
So-
I feel like someone was just talking about that in a video or something that I watched, because it also looks a little familiar too. So I'm just trying to think back of when and where I just saw this talked about.
Yeah. So right here, these are, I was trying to get them to stand up, but it's not working too well. I got these also from Project Retro Games. And remember when I was telling you guys, a lot of the games look exactly like the originals and complete with the dog tags on the side.
Mhm.
These are sealed. I just got these yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to play them. We're going to probably play them this weekend. But he sent over some soccer or football if you're a European. Super Sidekicks. That's a nice soccer game for now, because I'm not trying to collect for the Neo Geo CD Brandy for value or anything. I'm trying to do it for. I want to play.
Just for fun.
I want to play
Yeah, you
these
wanna play
games.
it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
King of Fighters. I believe this is King of Fighters 98. Is that what it is? The King of Fighters 98.
Nice.
I believe this is 96 or 98 the one that everybody loves. I think it's 98 that everybody loves.
I mean, I like a good chunk of them. I
Yeah.
just always get them mixed up because I have a few, and I've played some on my buddy's arcade. He has it where you could flip through every game
Mm-hmm.
because they have those really cool 100 and some in one or whatever
Yes.
it is.
Yep.
They have those, and you can hook those up pretty easy to those arcade machines.
So this one's Samurai Showdown.
Nice.
Yeah, beware the loading times. I know, but it's still fun. We play Windjammers a lot. So thank you
Oh, that's
again.
really
I'll do a video on these with actual gameplay. I didn't have time today to get them out. They just arrived yesterday. So we're gonna do we'll do a video on that, and then I'm gonna have to do some zooming out here for real quick.
That's very cool. No, that's awesome. Getting some more fun stuff to play. We actually do play our stuff too at times, We aren't just always collectors. He doesn't even fit in the whole frame. Look at that. There he is.
So I ended up picking this up, and I just knocked my picture off the front, but that's okay. I ended up getting this big Donkey Kong. I won't tell.
Yeah, just knock it all down.
I don't
Throw
know.
it.
I don't know. Something just. Oh, that was a clock. It's okay. Donkey Kong, knock it off, man. Geez, you're breaking my set.
That's a big Donkey Kong. You weren't kidding.
I told you it was big.
That's crazy.
I told you it was. I told you it was really big. So I got this. Hang on. Oh, where is it? There. Here we go. And I got him. He needs a little bit of stuffing. And I got.
Yeah, he's a little flat. He must be on a diet.
But it's Cappy. And then there was a smaller one that the seller, okay, watches this podcast. He's like, because I had the Game Master shirt on and hat, and he was like, I went up to him. I asked him about this if he would take a certain price, and he was like, yeah. And he's like, what about Donkey Kong? I was like, oh man, I can't do what you're asking for. He says, how about half off? And I was like, oh, I'll do it for half off. And then he threw in a smaller one of these for Sophia. So she got her first Mario. That's like half the size of this. So it was really cool, and it was really nice of him. He's based out of Pittsburgh. That was your cue.
Oh, go Pittsburgh. Oh, so today at work, someone was talking about something about Pittsburgh. I guess they were talking about the city, or they went there or something. And it took everything in me not to yell in the middle of a conversation I wasn't even included in. I wanted to say, go Pittsburgh, but no one there would have understood it. I tried, so I had to fight it. And then the rest of the day, I felt so bad because I didn't say that. Here, I just missed my chance.
You were itching. You were itching to say, go Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So the name of the person, if you go to any of these conventions, if you're going to Cleveland, I don't know if he's going to be in Pittsburgh. Steel City Flashbacks is the name of the vendor that I picked this up from. I don't know if he has a Facebook page. I would think so. Just about anybody has.
I think I saw
Steel City Steel City Flashbacks. He's down the ways, like down where Pittsburgh is.
Go Pittsburgh.
I know Scott and his wife picked up Lynn and they picked up some stuff. I'm not going to say what they picked up in case somebody else is listening, because we don't want any surprises ruined. But they ended up getting some good deals too as well.
Nice.
So it was really awesome. I know he's going to be in Cleveland, I believe, and in Pittsburgh. So it'll be really, really cool to see him again. But thank you again if you're watching. Thank you so much for the deal. You gave me an awesome deal. And they look great in the game room, and that's what he said. He says, if you're putting it in your game room, I know it's going to a good home.
Yeah.
So
that Donkey Kong is real cool.
I like the Donkey Kong. Yeah.
I think if you get a little stuffing for Mario, because like Isaac's saying, Mario's nose was a little
it's huge.
I think all the stuffing went right to the nose because there was no stuffing in that neck. Maybe if you push it through the nose to the neck, maybe he'll be able to stand up a little better.
Yeah, Lynn says here, Steel City Flashbacks was an amazing seller. The nose, indeed. Yeah, his nose is pretty big on this one. Sophia liked her Mario. She fell asleep with Mario. So that was pretty cool. So that was pretty much my pickups. Not that that's a ton of stuff. The other thing I wanted to show, if I can, real quick. Brandy, because remember let me go over here to where my camera number 2 is. So last week I talked about how I was getting some of these.
Nice.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring, I know William wants 2 of these. So 2 of these are already spoken for. But maybe what we'll do is we'll have one of these. These are the actual hats that they were given out on Switch 2 Day, and they still got the they've never been worn. These are really, really cool hats. So maybe I'll bring this to Cleveland, and if somebody wants one, maybe we'll. Daryl wants one. All right, there we go. So that just made my life easy. Daryl said, "Save me one." There we'll go. There it goes.
It's only $1 million. Cash, please.
Hang on one second. You're gonna just see this space for a second. I'm gonna switch to Brandy, but. While I get something else set up, Brandy, we're going to have something really, really cool.
Oh, what we got? It's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
I don't even know. This was not on the test earlier.
All right. So I'm going to cut back to this camera.
All right, what we got?
We have a box. This is a big box. Okay. In this box, and this is why it's important for you guys to come to Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Yes. Okay. Now, yes. I'm going to show you guys what this. Well, I got to zoom out again. Okay. So we're doing this for the community. Okay. Check this out. This is a box. And you're like, okay, Steve, well, that's great. What is it, a box of chocolates? No.
Oh, I know what this is.
What is it, Brandy? Tell them what it is.
Is this from Retro Fighters?
It is from Retro Fighters.
I only know because they send me stuff too, and their boxes are very distinct.
So tell everybody. So tell everybody what's in the box.
Oh, I don't know. What's in
I thought you were going to be that good. So we've got a bunch of different. We have 2 of each controller from Retro Fighters. A big shout out to them. We're going to use these as giveaways. We're going to be doing some game competitions in Pittsburgh.
Nice.
We have a panel, me, you, Dr. Scott, Mike, and Mins from Nintendo Land. We're going to be doing one on content creation and the pains of YouTube at Cleveland. So if you come see us, we're going to give one of these controllers away to one of our lucky viewers that are going to be at the panel at Cleveland. And throughout the day, we'll be giving some away from the booth, Brandy. So
what are they? Controllers for what?
There is so on the boxes, I'd have to resort to the packing slip, but on the boxes it says D6 white gray. If you want to kind of pull that up for people.
Oh, like the Dreamcast one?
Dreamcast. There is a
it's a variety. Okay.
There's a Hunter 2.4.
Oh, it's to the Xbox.
Okay.
Yeah. I have one of those.
Let me see. And then there is, let's see here, another Hunter.
Okay, so that's another Xbox controller.
Yeah, there's two lime green Hunters, so I'm assuming that's the Xbox. And then there's a black one. That's the Hunter. Okay.
Yeah, because inside those boxes are actual boxes of the controller itself.
Oh, I should have opened it. I should have opened it.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to. You could leave it.
But I figured for the collectors, right? They want to keep it protected while they're at the convention to take it home, right?
Yeah. And then they'll be able to open it. But we could certainly we'll divide them up, and then you guys can pick which kind you want.
Absolutely. You can pick whatever one we have. And then there's one, Brandy, that just has like a gray tag. I think that's the GameCube one, maybe.
Either GameCube or N64. I'll have to look because I keep their original boxes too, like they're shipping.
Oh, see, I don't.
Because I don't want the things getting all scratched up. But then there are some that I just I take them all out and I play them.
Well, so we have 10 here, and this is what I want to say to you guys, the community. Right. This is I reached out to them because I want to give back to you guys. You guys have been awesome getting Brandy to 19,000 and on the way to 20, and me almost to 10,000. I know we're putting in the work, but we wanted to say thank you, and for those that are supporting us at the conventions, come on out and have a chance to win one of these. There's 10 of them. There's a good chance you're walking home with one of them. You come see us. So.
Well, you don't have to walk home. You guys can drive home if you'd like. You don't have to walk. We'll help you. You'll at least have a cool controller. But no, make sure you guys do stop by our booth anyway, because we will have tons of Game Master stuff. Pins, like little buttons, stickers. I even have a t-shirt if it doesn't go at Retro World Expo. But we have tons of stuff, so make sure you guys stop on over. We have, Tech Buzz, Game Raymer stuff, and all that stuff's free. Not the t-shirt, but all the rest of it's free. So just pop on over, and you might walk away. Who knows? Maybe I'll bring some things too.
Yeah,
giveaway or have some stuff.
We'll have some of that stuff for giveaway, and again, we kind of want to give back to the community, you guys that are watching. So even if you're watching this in reruns, make sure you stop out. It was really cool of Retro Fighters to hook us up and
that's amazing.
for the convention. I told them, Brandy, I wrote them. I said, hey, we're going to be doing some game tournaments and such from the convention. I said I'm going to have a broadcast booth there. There's going to be some other YouTubers there. We wanted to do a giveaway from the booth, and I said, would you guys be interested in sending some out, and they did. So,
Very cool.
so we're gonna give it out to all you guys there. I think it'll be a lot of fun. You know, hey, Brandy might come up and say, "Hey, I met the cutest kid, and they gave me the cutest interview. Can we give him a controller?" And I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, let's do it." You know,
Yeah.
so that's the type of stuff that we do at conventions because we want to make the kids happy, but we want to teach them right.
Exactly. Get them into those retro games and not just digital only nonsense. You know, we want to help the kids play the old school stuff. You know, we want them to
Absolutely.
get involved in it. Care about physical media. Not always just throwing money away on different online coins and stuff. You know.
Yeah, we
So
can.
we definitely got to start them off right.
So let's kind of move on a little bit here. One of the huge games, in my opinion, that stood out to me at this convention was this game that you're looking at right now. Now, this is available on Steam as a demo, and it's The Violets of Anarchus. And we had Dan, the developer, on, and he's been doing it solely, but his goal, Brandy, is to get this game out by 2027 or 2028.
Nice.
If you're into dungeon crawlers, if you like the Legend of Zelda style games or Chrysalis or games like that where you're kind of finding weapons like swords and bow and arrows, this is a game for you. And this is right now available on Steam. I have a QR code for it. I don't get any kind of credit for it, but if you want to download it, you just scan it. I'm going to pull myself and Brandy back in a little bit, and you can see. But we wanted to show you some gameplay. If you didn't watch the coverage or the interview that I had along with the other guys with Dan, who, by the way, is a great, humble guy. He was scared to death to be on the panel, Brandy. He's like, I don't know what to expect. I just don't know what to do. So we're going to be talking with him, Brandy, in Cleveland. So you're going to get to meet Dan.
Very cool.
And
This looks like a fun game. It looks very nice.
after,
I like the colors of it. I like the style.
yeah, after being at this convention, Brandy, I've rekindled my PC gaming love. I think I've downloaded Steam again. I started getting some of these demo games. They're fun. I mean, you can hook your Switch controller up to your PC and play this just for a variety, for something else to play. So if you guys are looking for something to play, I'll have a more thorough video coming out probably Friday with my first gameplay with that. But Brandy, here's the QR code. I'm going to try to put this up. So if you scan that with your phone right now, even on the screen, you guys will be able to watch or get the game, the demo. I think my son said it's 43 hours with the demo. So you're not going to get bored. Yeah, it has a Link's Awakening vibe. Fentazen says.
I just scanned it. It
Okay.
worked. It says play the demo, press kit, wish list, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, X, website, YouTube. So it's all on here. The Violets of Amicus.
So check it out. That was one of the games that I thought kind of stood out. And since we're kind of rolling through, Brandy, we're kind of going through CORGS and GDEX and the experience. You guys will see the long form videos, but here it is on Steam. You can go through and download it. Support the developer. It's for Mac or PC. You can play this game on Mac or PC. So if you're into that, one of the other games that stood out to me, Brandy, is Rift Drift. Okay, this
Why does
game.
that sound familiar?
Oh, did you? I'm gonna see if I can pull this up in the website. Let me see here.
I might have to look this one up too.
Yeah, you're gonna have to look it up because I don't know if I can pull it up. I don't know if it'll let me pull it up here. This browser is kind of out of date, but you guys can see. The kids were like all over this game. They were checking it out. You know, you're kind of like this little ship, and you're going through these close quarters. It's a little bit. I don't want to say it's like a shmup, but it is kind of like a shmup.
Yeah, it seems like something I'd like.
So it was a lot of fun. We got to see it. My son played it. He couldn't put it down. It's not available yet. Well, now it says download now, but the other day it wasn't available. So maybe now they got the demo or the full blown version here. But you can download it and play it. There's a video here. Let me see if I can play the video. We'll play in my browser. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Look how clean that looks.
Yeah, that looks cool. I think I might have seen this somewhere.
So like, it's driving, but I swear there was maybe I'm thinking of the other game that was like a shmup where you're going through that, and we're gonna get to that one there. This was more the racing one.
Yeah, I love racing games. And I like stuff like that.
But I think the goal is not to hit the walls on this one. The other one, you'll see why I got confused, because when I show you guys the other one, you'll be like, okay, I know why he got confused. Because the other one's very, very close. But this game here,
that looks pretty cool. That looks neat.
The top down, I like the top down look, like you're cruising and whatnot. So, yeah. So this was the game. I know my son liked it. Rift Drift. All right, and the next one here, this one was cool. Interceptor. He had this put up on a Super Game Boy and a Super Nintendo, and I played it with a controller. It's a Game Boy game.
Huh.
But it kind of reminds me of Galaga in a sense, because you can see here by the screenshots, but it's sideways. Does that make sense? Where like you can move up and down and move it around like 1949 or 1941, and you can go through. But one of the cool things that he did was he had it hooked up to the Game Boy printer, Brandy.
Wow.
So when you got your high score, you hit print on it, which I'll show you on the video, and then you get like this little print tag, which I kept. So you could share with your friends, like, look, I got the highest score, and he's using the Game Boy printer. So you can download the ROMs right here on the website. What my goal is to do when I do the video, the wrap up of it, I have all these business cards with the links and stuff. What I'm going to try to do is maybe I can link this up, Brandy, in our show notes and just kind of put it on there. Might not be today, but I'll try to get it, and then you all can go download it if you want. If you want to play it and give it and kick the tires, try something different. This game was the talk of. This was another one that was a talk of the convention, and it's called Frog Boy. And the reason why it was the talk of the convention was because it was for lack of a better term, it's a what does it look like to you? Here, let me put it up like that. What does that look like to you?
I feel like this is a trick question.
No, it's not a trick question. What's the first game that comes to your mind when you see that?
I mean, there's like quite a few, but probably like some sort of Zelda game.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's a rip-off. Well, I don't want to say it's a rip-off because that's demeaning toward the developer. But, the Link's Awakening. So you're the frog and you're going through. And, you get a sword, you get a key, you kind of do the whole, there's big bad guys, you're in labyrinths and stuff. And
it does look really cool, though. It looks like something fun.
Yeah, and you can download it for free right now. You could pick it, like he has it $3 or more. Like, so you donate $3 and you can download the game.
That's not bad at all.
Or if you feel like you like it and you want to pay more, you could say like, I'm going to donate, because he did have it where you donate whatever you want to donate, right? But I think $3 is more than
There's a better
fair.
term. A spiritual
successor. A spiritual successor. Yeah. Okay. We'll pull that up.
Because if that was the case, then every game out there would be a ripoff of everything.
I mean,
but,
yeah, I wasn't trying to slam it. But this was,
I got what you meant.
But this was a fun game. I got to play it. I have footage of that. That'll be in a video, like that video that I'm going to be doing to wrap up. Nice. You get to see me and my son playing it. It was a fun game. Another one, Doc's Shufflin' Shootout. Shufflin' Shootout. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. So I'm going to show.
Say that like 3 times fast.
I know, really. But this is what it looks like. We're going to kind of show you here.
Fun too. I would have loved this convention.
That's what I'm telling you guys. This is not a developer.
Why wasn't I there?
We got to play all these games. It was so cool. And this reminds there's a game on PlayStation 5 that's kind of like this. But this was a lot of fun. This is a game you go through the old West, you pick your bullets and you go through, and it's just a lot of fun. different types of bullets. Like you have the ice bullets. You pick something else. I mean, some of these guys might end up getting picked up by a big developer, and you could say, "Hey, I played it when it was indie."
Yeah, and then I'll buy the physical edition that they do.
So that's what that one was. Let me see if I can shrink this
That's pretty cool.
down here. And
I like how they're all a little bit different too. Like it's not the same game.
Right.
Like that. Like everyone has their own style, their own like passion. You could tell like of what they're kind of doing with their vibes.
and you
I
could
do like that.
just search Doc's Shufflin' Shootout, and it's name your own price. So if you want to pay $1 for it, you pay $1 for it. I would encourage you to pay them at least $5. I think it's worth $5. You would pay $5 for a game like that on your iPhone. Okay, help these developers out. And by the way, they don't even know I'm showing this stuff. These are just ones that I picked out. So I just want to put that
Very
out
cool.
there. All right, so let's check out this next one here. Okay, so this one was, let me see here. I'm gonna have to pull up because I can't read it there. Don't get old, people. You can't read it.
In the background.
Yeah, I know. Here it be sitting there. Let me see here. Are you ready to set sail? Let me see here. I'm going to zoom it in like this so I can read it. Rivers of Confluence. But this one was I think Scott will tell you. This one was like a let me see. It was really cartoony, which is okay. It was good with that.
I like that look. That looks pretty cool.
I just want to see their website's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can find a YouTube video to show. Come on, load up. Hopefully it works. Rivers of Confluence. So that way you guys can see what it's about. Okay, so we can't hear it or anything like that. But it was kind of, no, get out of here. Stupid thing. So a lot of this, graphical novel.
Probably like a highlight or a talking clip or something.
Yeah, let me
Maybe
see
an interview or something.
Yeah, that might have been an interview on their YouTube page. Let me kill that. But anyways, I think it was kind of like a graphic novel type of game. I don't know if Scott's in the chat room still, if he remembers what it was about. I'll be honest, I didn't get to play this. It just looked awesome because they had a bunch of people there. I mean, I'm not going to lie to everybody and say, "Oh yeah, I played this game. It was cool." It was just one that stood out.
Into it.
Yeah,
we'll have to look into it.
It was one that stood out to me. It looked really, really cool, but for some reason, it ain't loading right now on the webpage. But check it out. I'll put the title up here. You guys can search it on your own. Rivers of Confluence. Oh, Scott didn't see it, so I went around. I was looking at all of them, but all right. This is from Lunacy Entertainment, and this is called Dice Tower. And you can kind of see here, I don't know if they have any gameplay here, but it's kind of like a run jump.
2D roguelike something it said.
Yeah,
it looks pretty cool.
Let me see if I can find. Please tell me you have a video. Doesn't look like they have. Doesn't look like they have a video. Guys,
just leaving it up to your imagination. It could be whatever you want it to be.
All right, so I'll read it. Dice Tower is a 2D rogue light strategy platformer about grand magical entertainment and aesthetic prowess set in a magic tech world. Collect dice to roll for time and ability that will help you make it to the top of the dice tower before time runs out. Spend your winnings on upgrades and more challenging towers. So if you're into that, that's a great game to check out as well.
Yeah, I do like how they're all different. It's like no two games have looked the exact same.
Yeah. And we really didn't. We didn't really find any games that were like identical. Okay. This one was like a point and click one. It's like this one you can get on Steam. It's called Our Town. And as you can see here by what's flipping here, we got to talk to a lady for a little bit. Let me see here. I'll pull this up. The short description is Our Town is a 2.5D story-driven horror investigation RPG set during the fictionalized 60s America. Deliver newspapers as you uncover secrets of mundane through point-and-click investigations and visual novel dialogue. This was the visual novel I was telling you about. Discover the underbelly of the bustling town, if any. So you can get, I think you can, this is coming soon, the release, but I thought this is from Fish Truck Studios. I thought they had a stats on Steam. Okay, so you might be able to check out a little bit of stuff on Steam. Let me see. Oh, maybe they do have some.
Yeah, it says screenshots, videos.
Yeah, but the videos, the video part won't let me click on it, so they might not have any. Hey, what's going on? Destination Switch. What's going on?
Hey.
So, anyways, check out Our Town. That's one to keep your eye on if you're into like the horror point and click type games. Viridian Expanse. Now, this was the one I was telling you about, that it kind of reminded me of the one that we just watched with the racing, the Rift. Because the way you go through this, see how I got confused. You're going through a similar scenario, but this is one that's more like a shmup. If you look at the video here in the back,
that looks like fun.
You're going through it. It's almost like that race game that I showed you guys earlier. That's why I got confused by it. But the graphics on it are intense. This is like that.
Yeah, that one looks pretty cool. I like the colors.
But this isn't race. This is more like this is a shmup. You're going through and you're
I'd like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you can go on and wish list this on Steam. So that should be coming soon as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Game Closet, he's saying in the chat room he really loved this one.
Yeah, I could probably spend some time on that.
One of the guys that were with us, Toby, he played it for a bit. And I think my son Daniel played it for a bit. This game is pretty awesome if you haven't checked it out. Okay, let's go. I think we have a few more, or maybe this is the last one. The Boundary Condition. Now, this is more of I want to say kind of like a Marble Madness, kind of. It's similar. I don't know if I could. Here, there we go. See, it's kind of like a platformer, Marble Madness, but if you remember, I forget which Zelda it was where he could turn flat and go on the walls and get between things, and you can kind of do that. You can shapeshift almost like Kirby to do certain things with it. But I thought this was kind of like a fun game, a funsy.
Yeah, people like these style games. I used to love them back in the day.
Yeah, so you guys can kind of see right there. So
nice.
Yeah, this was kind of cool. It's just not loading on this browser because this computer's outdated. But this one is one you can download the demo on Steam and play it if you want. So the Boundary Conditions. So check that one out.
Nice.
Oh, and then we're back to GDEX. So those were pretty much, they were pretty much the big games that I got to see that people actually had some kind of demo, Brandy, that was worth taking a look at.
Very cool. No, I kind of wish I went. I wish I could have seen that. That's very cool.
Yeah, what do you guys think about that? I figured, rather than just doing a straight up wrap up and be like, oh, the convention was this, the convention was that. What do you think about this?
Games.
Showing some of the games, right? I mean,
they had whatever. That's what everyone always says when you recap. What'd you do at the game convention? Oh, I talked to people and I saw games and I bought stuff. So as a mental note, now I need to say more than that when I recap for my convention this weekend.
Well, I kind of wanted to do something different because everybody had the understanding that there's indie developers there. So my thought, in my recap video for YouTube, you guys are going to get a little bit more of the show, and you're going to see us playing some of the games. Yes, believe it or not, we as YouTubers, some of us play games. We actually play games.
Play games?
Yeah, we play games when we go there. He says, X-Men Shadowcat says, Nintendo might get these games in their store. Trust me, we all Nintendo when it comes to indie games and independent gaming stuff. Whoop. And he's right. They could end up getting them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, speaking of indie games, from Isaac, he said, Tiger Chainsaw's releasing a game from its own gaming studio. Oh, that's pretty cool. Tiger Chainsaw Studios.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think Brandy, I think the biggest thing, my biggest takeaway from GDEX was the fact that I need to start playing some more games on Steam, and I'm not going to download like your Mortal Kombat's, your Fortnites, your stuff. I want to play some of these games, these indie games, and I want to play some of the games that I can't play on a console to diversify my gameplay. And I want to start doing some videos on this. I think. What do you guys in the chat room think? Do you think that would be something you'd want to see? There's not many YouTube videos out there on indie games except from the indie developer.
No, I think that would be really cool. Because these are some of the people that are doing it for like the passion. You know, they're putting their own stuff up, you know, to do this stuff. Like even like the people who make those homebrew games. Like I just picked up a few for the Vectrex. The Vectrex is like 40 plus years old, and like people like indie developers, they are doing these as like passion projects. They're bringing these games to life. Like they are developing more and more. Like they're working on these things. Like with the Vectrex games, it's like no one asked for that stuff. They're just doing it, and people appreciate that stuff. And they're not just like putting all this stuff like buy this, buy that, you know, and they're not doing all these in-game purchases and all this stuff. Like they're doing this for their passion. They're keeping this like gaming alive, and a lot of them look like they are like those spiritual successors, or even like paying homage to like you know, the retro games. Like some of these indie games look really cool, and they're using advanced technology for retro style games. So it kind of really just goes to everyone. They're like new games, retro-ish in a way, just what we all love and appreciate.
There's one thing, Brandy, that you're going to be really upset about as to why you weren't there.
Uh-huh.
The
Tetris ones?
I got this Red Bull, both of these for free. They were giving it out. Wow. They gave out so much Red Bull that we were drinking there.
You get a case.
At the end, before Saturday, they gave out the Tetris Red Bull. Wow. So I was going to ask you, do you want me to bring you one that's sealed, one of the cans for your collection? The Tetris Red Bull.
It's cool. I never turned down free stuff.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to make you pay. Why would I make you pay for it? I just didn't know if that was something you want for your collection. I would bring you a couple of them that you could throw in your collection, or if you just want to drink them. I don't know if you can buy them on the street. I would think so, right?
I think you can. I've seen because in the kiosk group they're already talking about the store display of. It looks like a refrigerator or something.
We tried to get it. We tried to get so the workers that were walking around, they had the Tetris Red Bull sweaters and fleeces and stuff. We were like, I don't remember if it was Brian Retro Trade asked them. He's like, hey, how do I get one of those? Or maybe Scott said it, and they were like, oh, we can't give them away. In fact, we have to give them back after this at the end of the day, and they're going to burn them.
Wow!
Like even the refrigerator, they hauled the refrigerator out. And they're going to destroy it. The one that they used at the event. Yep.
No. I hate when things are destroyed. I find everything and save it. That's what I do.
Yep.
That's so sad.
So this is something that I'm going to show here too. I have to show this one. And I know this is not gaming related, but it kind of is. My little one here, okay? She thought this was the greatest thing in the world that she could do this, and she was up there. She thought the lights were awesome, and you know the guy that was running it, he didn't sit there and say, "Oh no, get off of it." They'd let her do this. Nobody bothered her. She'd do that for 20, 25 minutes, and she thought it was the greatest thing. She thought she was big stuff.
She's living her best life.
There's lights and a change when she steps on it. She thought it was great. So. She had a lot of fun doing that, but there's going to be some other stuff that we'll mix in with the video that you guys didn't get to see, and
very cool.
I'll give you a sneak peek here. That look, we actually play these games that we're talking about here. This is where I'm playing Frog Boy, and with an NES controller, and he's just kind of walking me through. So I'll have this on the.
That'll be cool. Yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. Help him get to 10K, because you got to see all his recap videos and everything that he's doing. at these
I mean,
conventions.
this is
That's
what we're
really
supposed
cool.
to. This is what we're supposed to do, right?
Yeah, play games, right?
Play games. That's what you do at a gaming convention. So I won't spoil it. I'm gonna pull that off. But I've got a bunch of footage. My wife was helping me with some of the footage, and we've got it
Nice.
for coming up for what we're gonna do. So, but all in all, Brandy, I think GDEX for me, even though it was maybe lighter on attendance than some of the other conventions that I've gone to, again, I can't thank Chris enough for inviting us out. We had a lot of fun. Our booth. Did you get to see our booth? I know you were on with us, but I don't know. Did you get to see our booth?
Yeah, you posted some pictures. I at least saw that.
Let me pull this up here because you guys won't see this on the recap. I'm not going to do it only because Dr. Scott's in it, and I'm just not going to do it. No, I'm just kidding. So here's a Scott.
Cool.
Look who's on. Look who's on the.
Oh, it's me.
Look who's on the TV. See, I told you
I was
we brought
there
her.
in spirit. See, I was there in spirit.
I told
and then
you.
when I joined in.
Yep, we brought her. She was there. So
Very cool.
so we had that set up. Here's a little bit of a close up. There's Chris, the runner, Mike, myself, and Dr. Scott. It was really nice how they set us up. We had a nice little riser, and so I this was probably one of my favorite booths that we did. And Brandy, you'll be happy when we get to Cleveland. I actually have a monitor now that you can actually see what's going out to the internet now, so you can see
cool.
yourself. And so that was one of the additions that we did to the game studio, if you want to call it that. But what's Scott booing in the chat room for? What's he griping about? I didn't see what he was griping about here. Let me see. He just says boo, and then he says, "Yeah, it was really cool."
He doesn't even know. He doesn't know what's going on.
That's right. You guys saw the Donkey Kong. I put Donkey Kong every time we got up after I had Donkey Kong. I put him right where I sat, right by the microphone. That's cool. Isaac caught that. He was the Easter egg.
Very cool.
Jason's going, actual footage of actual games being played. Yeah, man, that's what we did, bro. That's listen. That's what we do when we go to conventions. I don't know what everybody else does. I mean, we walk around, play games, and we're not just talking about games. Come on.
Yeah.
But I thought this was cool to be able to experience indie developers, and what's weird is some of these guys do not, Brandy. They don't want to be on camera. They're like, no, that's not for me. So you end up filming around it, which is fine. I mean, they're just not camera people.
Yeah, it's very cool. Definitely we'll have to check out some of them. If you guys are interested in anything that you saw or even heard us talk about, if you are listening on any of the, platforms that are streaming us out, but, make sure you guys check out all of these amazing people. And, you'll have to let us know. I want to know, what do you guys want me to film and talk about when I leave for the weekend? I'm getting ready to go out to Retro World Expo. What do you guys want me to do, like, behind the scenes there? Like, what little clips do you guys want next week for
I want you to do something you've never done before.
What's that?
I want you to hand the camera to Stephanie, and you pretend that the camera's not even there. And I want you to walk around and have her film you and do a video like that. That's what I want. Like that whole, like we're kind of walking with Gamer Ahmer. Like we're following you through the convention hall, not like, hey guys, I'm at this booth. I think it would be kind of cool. Like if you turn around.
She does that. They always get cut. I always cut those videos out.
Why? I think people would like to see that. Well, they don't want to see they want to see bobbleheads. Never mind.
Yeah.
No, but seriously.
She usually films me and I have no idea, and I'm just rambling on, like complaining or talking about something or talking crap on something, and then next thing you know, I turn around and she has the camera on the whole time, and meanwhile I'm just bebopping.
Look at Jason says he agrees with me. Point of view footage is always like, I think there's something to feeling like you're there. Like you want people to experience the convention. I did something, and you're going to see it in my wrap up video, where I filmed more than I talked. And I want to give people that that point of view, like this is what it would be like to walk around to this convention. This is what people are going to see. There's no edits. There's no like doctoring this up to make it look good. Like this is what you're seeing.
All right, I'll try and not scrap that footage. Usually I cut it all out because she films me and I have no idea. And then I walk around and I talk about how terrible a game is. And then I just like trail off.
Yeah, but
and then I start singing.
The chat room's telling you they want to see it. It's something different.
Well, we'll see. And then they said bloopers. There's plenty of bloopers.
Oh, bloopers. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
A day in the life. You guys want a day in the life video? Maybe I'll do.
Yeah, do a day in the life. You just woke up and you're like, I just got out of bed. We're getting ready for the convention.
Because when I start filming, me waking up, my hair already has to be straight. Y'all don't want to see what I look like before I get up and shower and straighten my hair. So we'll do a pretend.
Okay.
After
hey,
I've already.
What do you do after you're out of shower, cleaned up, and you're like, okay, we're leaving the hotel room. We're gonna be, and then you could do the car and fast forward, and then you get to the convention. You're walking in, and
maybe I'll do something like that because if y'all know, things went a little crazy, and I haven't posted any long form this week. I don't know what happened. But I have been in convention mode, and I have been making perler beads till my little fingers fall off. So I have a lot of perler bead art for sale at the convention, all cheap, very, very cheap. So if you guys are going to Retro World Expo, make sure you guys stop on over at the booth. I have tons of duplicates and other things available for like trade and things like that too. So yeah, I've been in convention mode. Things kind of went a little crazy, but I am planning some videos in my head. So when I go to the convention on Friday, it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. See, now everyone's getting crazy. Wake up, check out Marketplace.
I'm telling you, listen, I talked to people there. They said they want to see more point of view videos at conventions. They're tired of people doing this. Hey, I just went to this convention, and then they show like 30 seconds of the convention, and they're like,
oh yeah, and then
see,
they're in their game room.
Wasn't that fun? No,
I'm guilty
I'm
of
not.
That myself.
I'm not. Well, no, I think we all are to an extent, but I really was listening to people when they were coming up and talking to me about it, and they're like, I really want to see this convention. I really want to see what it has to offer, and obviously within the best of your ability, right? Because you can't check out everything. So
you can. No, I'm kidding.
No, I couldn't because I was tied to the booth.
No, I can't because I also I can't leave my table either. Like that's also like another thing I'm learning. Like I can't really if I have things for sale, you just hope that no one's just gonna walk away with your stuff. They might take the whole table. But yeah, maybe I'll do something a little bit different. Maybe I'll have to do a little bit more point of view, or even just me the entire time. I've been getting better, I think, a little bit. Where I show me more at the convention instead of just in my game room recapping. I've been doing a little bit more at game stores and things like that. But maybe I'll take it up a notch and I'll get some exclusive clips, not just in my video, but for this podcast. So for next week, you guys definitely want to stay tuned because look, I'm setting some high expectations here. Well, if I don't deliver, you guys are going to come at me.
But think about this, Brandy. I wish somebody was filming when I went to that booth and the guy's like, oh, look, it's the Game Masters. He's like, I watched you guys. He's like, nice to meet you. He's like, Steve, and he shook my hand and he's like, he's like, whatever you want, I'll give you a deal. And I was like, well, I don't want you to give me a deal just because you watch me on Game Masters. He's like, no, it's cool. He was really chill about it.
Wow.
And so, yeah, because I don't want people freaking out and think, oh, well, just because you're a YouTuber, you get all these special.
No.
It's like, no, I didn't want that. It's like the guy's got to make money too. He's got a business.
Yeah.
So I went back. I got him a bunch of stickers that we had and the keychain and one of my cards and stuff. And so I wanted to give him a shout out and put it up on the video. But I think it'd be cool for people to see as you're walking and somebody yells out, "Hey, Gamer Ahmer," and you turn around and you're like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" I think that,
because I always cut those things because I don't want people being like, oh, there she is signing another thing,
Why not? People want to see that.
People want to see that. I get it, but part of me too, I cut all that stuff out because I'm like, To me,
I do
I'm
it too.
Like, I'm like, no one's gonna watch that.
Yep.
And then meanwhile, everyone wants the real experience. Like, I guess like, because there are times where I turn it off, but like I'm fine. I'm digging through like the craziest bins and I'm finding the cool stuff, and then people are giving me like the best deals, and I don't catch any of that on camera.
Well, and that's the misnomer. Everybody says, "Oh, these YouTubers, they set it up so that they get these good deals," and they're really not. They're just, and I'm like, that's not true.
Probably do.
Oh, some probably do.
The bigger ones probably.
But
do,
like my wife took pictures, and when I'm signing autographs for people, which blows my mind to this day, but I wish I would have got stuff like that on video where people are pulling me aside and like, "Hey, Steve, would you sign this, or would you take a picture with me, or whatever." Like we always like cut stuff like that out. Like, I don't know why. Why do we do that?
I don't know. I do like the same thing. It's like the most interesting. Or when I'm like going crazy and like screaming and all hyped up and whatever, I cut all that stuff out. I don't know.
I don't know. But that's why it's nice to talk to people, especially at conventions, to find out what exactly you should do. Or you ask them like, how can you make your content better, or what would they like to see? And that's why I thought if I like one of my one video tomorrow, if I can get it 100% edited tomorrow, if not, it'll be out Friday, is on the Violets of Anarchus, where I'm sitting down and playing it. I'm there, like I'm talking as I'm playing. I'm not, and it's probably going to be like a 10-minute video, my first 10 minutes experience. Like, you get to watch me play it and mess up and everything like that. But I wanted to do something different, something that I don't normally do, for people to be like, oh, I want to tune in. I want to see more about that game, but I want to see somebody actually play it from the start. So, yeah, no more cuts. That's what the X-Man's saying. See,
I know.
You're outnumbered.
I cut out all my bloopers. I have bloopers like every video. I don't know what it is, but I drop things all on the ground and I start like, oh no, the end of the world, and I like go crazy, and then I cut all that stuff out.
No, so MG, what they're doing, they're blank checks that they're trying to have me sign so they can go cash them is really what it was.
Yeah, they do the same with me, but little do they know they're not going to get any money. All my money goes to games. So
That's it. Or toys, right?
And toys.
Or toys.
So. Bobbleheads. So
bobbleheads.
If they're stocking bobbleheads, I already own it. But other than that, you're not getting nothing.
But I know some of you guys, the Intellivision Gamer, he was here just a little bit. I think he's still in the chat room. He was at most of our broadcasts that we did, and we did like 3 or 4 a day at GDEX, to the point where you guys all knew I lost my voice. Like Sunday I was hurting. And as you can see, I'm about 90% back. I'm good. But you definitely want to tune in for Cleveland Saturday and Sunday. Those days we're going to be live from the panel. Brandy's going to be with us. I even have Brandy. I could set up the panel that nobody saw that we recorded with me, Scott, Mike, and Brian from Retro Trade that I moderated and hosted at GDEX about content creation. And we just got to hope the audio came out all right, because I set the microphone on the table.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, you should post something like that.
I'm going to post that up as like maybe a bonus video for Monday. And
yeah, you should.
So, but either way, you guys didn't get to see it, so we're gonna kind of post that with the people. So,
yeah,
I don't know. Get out to a convention if you can.
Who's all going to Retro World Expo? If you guys are going in the chat, let me know. I know someone above was saying that they were debating on making the drive. I say go for it, because Video Game Votary, or his new channel, Destination Switch, he'll be there at Retro World Expo. So definitely, come on out. But I want to know.
It's developer Dan. Listen. You guys all saw it, Dan. Dan, I'm telling you right now, I have a video coming out tomorrow on the Violets of Amicus. My first 10 minutes of walking through it. It's going to come out either tomorrow or Friday. It's going to be on my YouTube channel, so you're going to have to check it. My first 10 minutes playing it, I was telling everybody, developer Dan Jewett, I think that's how you say his last name, for here, the Violets of Amicus. You definitely, right there. He's the guy. You got questions for him? Right there. He's the guy.
Very cool. No, that's awesome to stop on in.
Yeah, absolutely. So we had fun. He's going to be on the panel in Cleveland. So if you're in Cleveland and you're going to have questions for his game, come sit in the audience so you can ask him questions. Great guy. And those of you that are running conventions, chasing RRG, you want to invite Dan to bring him out to your convention for his with his game. If you're looking for indie developers to come,
Very cool.
you want to reach out to him tomorrow. Let's look at Isaac, man. He's like, tomorrow. Don't make me get the meat grips out. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just kidding.
It sounds like a terrible podcast y'all were on talking about that.
Oh no, it's just the guys went down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
it was, yeah. But Isaac knows. He knows where we're at with it.
Yeah.
But no, but it was, Brandy, in all honesty though, like that's why I bought that Nintendo game, you know, the one for CORGS. I thought it would be like a cool novelty, like you go to get a souvenir or something like that. Like I thought that was, you know, I thought that'd be kind of cool.
Oh, he's laughing.
See, he knows. All I have to do is I just need to say meat grips, and he goes he goes bananas. So no pun intended. But yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of different videos and things coming out for both of us. So Brandy's been given the challenge. Okay. So now it's your turn to go. I get to kick back. I get to have game night this weekend. We're gonna be throwing back the Red Bulls.
I don't like all this pressure. I might just quit and I'll never do YouTube again. Could you imagine if I just stopped? No more videos.
See right there. There you go. Developer Daniel Jewett. Right there. He says, heck yeah. He says, we're always shine some light and make dedication space for indie developers. See, Dan is doing it right. Some of the developers didn't really want to talk to me, and I wasn't able to showcase their game because they wouldn't talk to me. They just were like, sit down and play. Like they were really, and I don't know if it's just because they're just not social people, but Dan's doing it right. He wanted to jump on a panel, and then I invited him to go on the panel in Cleveland. If you want to get your game out there and you want people to see it, you got to do it. Van Knocker, so excited podcast. I was there. Oh yeah. No, don't do that. I miss Retro Rob on his videos. These guys. Jason's telling you, he's calling you out.
Oh yeah, he won't let me quit. There are some people that would probably they'd be outside protesting every day. Gamer, Ahmer, get back on. They'd be like singing a whole song. I'd just be trying to sleep.
Wait. How does that go? Do it again for us.
I'd just be bobbling my head. They'd be like, Gamer, Ahmer, go Pittsburgh. They'd be cheering all kinds of things. I'd be like, who are these crazy people outside, and who is Gamer Ahmer? What are they talking about?
The express views of the Game Masters is not necessarily the express views of Gamer Ahmer, but we do this for your entertainment and your entertainment alone. Well, we know what our short's going to be for tomorrow, don't we?
Oh no.
That'll be the Gamer Ahmer cheer, right?
I know. I don't know what's going on anymore.
So, guys, when we talk about on this podcast for the next couple of weeks, where we're gonna, because you have Retro World, we're gonna recap next week. The week after that, we have Cleveland.
Yes.
That will be together, and we'll be recapping. We'll have tons of stuff. We want to kind of show you guys stuff and get the ins and outs, because you guys will probably be watching the footage with us there. Mm-hmm. And then we can come back and talk, and some of the guys like Isaac will be like, "Oh, you remember when so and so came out?" And we can kind of elaborate on stuff like that. So, Shake and Bacon Media says, as always, love the Castlevania gameplay in the background. That's right. It's one of my favorite series of all. Like I collect all Castlevania games. In fact, I was on Phil's show last night, Retro Bliss. I'm going to give him a plug right now. He stopped by my booth. He was on one of the panels. Look at this. He gave me this nice hat. Look, Retro Bliss.
That's awesome.
Okay. And he did his show last night on Video Game Music that I was on with him. And
I saw that advertised.
Did you watch it?
I gotta watch that.
Slacker.
I was making perler beads.
Symphony of the Night was my number one pick for the best video game music. Chrono Trigger was up there, but
Nice.
Castlevania Symphony of the Night, or the Castlevania series in general, was right up there. So Shake and Bacon Media, 100%. I love that. Love that game. Love it. I've been enjoying MSU versions via my FX Pack Pro. Yay. Yeah, but it has to be Castlevania Symphony of the Night on the Saturn. That was the best version of Symphony of the Night. Sorry if other people disagree, but you're wrong. No, I'm just kidding.
Dang, hot take.
Hot take?
No, I'm just...
All right, what's Isaac saying here? I have to watch it. I enjoy seeing the community on other podcasts and channels. Yes,
Nice.
go watch it. Retro Bliss, Phil, and it was myself, BD Retro Mods, and Mike's Gaming Gala.
Oh,
Yeah.
is he going to Cleveland BD Retro Mods?
BD will be there, and he'll also be in Pittsburgh.
Go Pittsburgh!
So he'll be there. So yeah, you'll get to
Yeah,
meet.
it's been a minute. I'll have to catch up with him.
You get to catch up with him. It'll be a lot of fun. He'll be there.
Wow.
He scooped up a few neons yesterday.
Yeah, I saw some of the signs that he recently. Huh. I'll have to check out the ones that he got.
So it's
Oh good. Oh good. I didn't know if we were gonna have a fight off or something like in the chat. You know, sometimes you say certain things, and next thing you know, everyone in the whole chat's coming at you.
Well, wait a second. This is episode 12, and we haven't gotten canceled yet. But there's still time. The show's not over yet. I mean,
Oh yeah, can we do a soundboard so that I don't have to say go Pittsburgh every time? Can't we do that?
I think we can make a soundboard. Hey, do we have any developers in the chat room that make web buttons? If somebody did that, I could probably feed it in to where I could set it with a hotkey on the Stream Deck. So when I press it, it goes, go Pittsburgh. We just have to record Brandy saying it, and we could absolutely do that.
We should do that, and then we'll have like a little rap button, and then at any time I'll just be able to click a button and bust out a rap. And then see, look, these are all great ideas. I don't know why these don't come to me during the day. But it's like I could be the little cheerleader at one point, and then I'll start cheering on something.
Well,
We'll just press a button.
and the reason why we're so hyped about Cleveland, because originally Brandy wasn't going to be able to be there, and so now we're going to be there. So originally they had asked me to do something on the main stage, and we were going to do the Game Masters, a special episode that you're only going to see at Cleveland Gaming Classic in person. And then I said to Brandy, I said, we'll get you in remote because I can't do Game Masters without Brandy. So she was like, okay. But then you said you were coming. So now we're both going to be on main stage. We'll be streaming, at least the way I see it, we're going to be streaming. I'm going to make sure that their stage crew knows how to stream it. We're going to stream it, the Game Masters live.
Yes.
From the main stage. And it'll be a lot of fun. So that's why you guys got to really follow us at Cleveland when we're there together, because there's going to be a lot of shenanigans going on.
Yeah, all the shenanigans. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be at because there's already a list of things that we all got to do. So I don't even know what's going on at all. But I will be there. I may not be up on stage at the right time, but we will have to figure it out. They might have to put out one of those little alert buttons. And
we'll just get Game Dad to yell really loud for you.
Oh yeah, he could. He could
he'll
be
just-
taller
he'll
than
just-
everyone. He could just like
he'll just
like
yell.
look, and then it'll be like, there she is over there. Yeah.
So Art Freak wants to know, are you bringing your bathtub?
See, luckily I'm able to just bring the stuff to it, and then it's perfect.
Man, oh man, you're going to disappoint a lot of people if they don't get to see the bathtub.
I know. I'm gonna have to make something that's
That
like a mini
bathtub, you made that bathtub famous.
I sure did.
Now when you, well, maybe you'll get more for the house when you go to sell it.
Yeah, I'll just put Narnia Gamer Aimer bathtub. People
So
will be like, "What's wrong with her?"
Isaac says now you need the freestyle for the chat.
Nah, we gotta save that for a special moment. It's not just the any given Wednesday. That's a special time. I gotta wear my bling bling for that. I got my nice bling bling that I got my 3D printed bling bling.
So really quick before we have to wrap up here, what are you looking forward to from the expo that you're going to this weekend, Retro World? What are you looking forward to the most for this weekend?
Well, I'm excited to see everyone because there's some people that I have not met in person yet. So I am pretty excited for that. They're also excited to meet me. So it's not just a one way. Like I'm not like a creep or nothing.
Stalker.
But no, like everyone's excited. We all get to hang out. There's some of us that don't always get to go like south for these conventions. So it'll be nice to catch up. And then obviously I'm just curious to see how like everything is, how it's all set up. And then Pixel Game Squad and stuff, for inviting me out and everything. So definitely excited to see what this is all about. I think this is like their 10-year anniversary, so that should be a fun show. Usually at that point when you hit like 10 years, it's usually really good. So definitely excited for that. And I just can't wait to see what goodies. I'm on the hunt for some Super Nintendo games. I've been on a Nintendo kick because I go into stores and I own all the Super Nintendo. It's crazy. So I'm looking for some of that stuff, and I just want to see like the weird little things. And I'm always looking for more bobbleheads. There is a bobblehead I'm looking for.
You and your bobbleheads.
Like just when I think I found them all, I found this weird bobblehead that was a Kickstarter bonus. You could only get the bobblehead for a Kickstarter bonus for a game that I didn't really know about. So it's like when I think I found all the bobbleheads, it's like nope, there's another bobblehead. So
I just thought of something. I don't know why I bother to wear the t-shirts from the conventions. You can't even really see that I'm wearing it.
Yeah, I always wondered that because when we do sit here, it's like
nobody can see it. So now
our heads are a little bigger. So like I always have to like move and like shift.
Yeah, I can't lean back because of pressing buttons, but I'll stand up so you guys can see like the actual convention shirt.
Oh yeah, the Bedlam. That's the one.
And then it says GDEX and CORGS.
Cool shirt. I like the colors of it.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. But I just thought of that. I was like, you know what? So what was okay? So for convention runners, listen up. This is what Chris did the best, and I think Brandy will agree with me.
Okay.
For his Pro Plus, which was his influencers, which was his special guest tags that he had, not only did you get access to everything, you got your tag and everything, but you got a shirt with it, all wrapped up, whether or not you pay for it or whatever. That is cool. I think that, especially for somebody like me, who most of the time I got to buy a shirt for everyone in my family. So it'd be cool to get that as a package with it, because we're repping your convention anyways. We'll rep it all year long in videos.
Yeah, I like wearing the shirts and stuff, especially when I'm recapping the convention. We usually buy the shirts too, help support and stuff like that.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
that is a cool thing, especially when you're buying them for your kids and everyone. And
but I'm not saying. So let me stress this before they go. Oh, those are influencers. They think they need to get everything. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying whoever buys like your highest tier pass is what I'm saying. To throw them a bone and include a shirt with it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like if somebody's paying, I think that the Pro Plus was like a $230 badge. Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I think throwing them a T-shirt, throwing them like any other like little knickknacks that have like a sticker for GDEX. Well, we'll use GDEX as an example, or pins. I think it's a nice touch if somebody's going to buy that. Cool. But no other convention that I know of right now that I've been to, I'll state that I've been to, has done that. Now maybe
there's a few. They call them like the boss packages or something. I think like Too Many Games, and then I think like Siege or someone for like VIPs. They have like a higher tier one, and they do that. They have like a little backpack, like a drawstring bag, and then they'll shove like shirts and pins and stuff in it. So I do know some do that, but that is really cool because a lot of people like that because they feel like they get some a little extra bonus, because a lot of these people that are going in there early, they also might be like content and media and things like that too. And it's always nice because then when they're wearing your stuff in the videos, that's always a good time. Chase definitely does that too.
I haven't been to his convention, so I don't know.
Yeah, I got a bunch of pink t-shirts and purple and stuff. So if I have a double and it's one your size, it'll come your way, because he hooks us up with.
Yeah, I mean, so my whole wardrobe consists of free t-shirts that I get from video game stuff. So my wife will tell you, like, I really have to. But no, one thing this is what I would say. Okay, if you were a convention runner, a t-shirt, if somebody's going to buy this, we'll go with what Chase says in the chat room, the final boss and VIP things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a hat guy. I don't see many conventions at all doing hat. Cleveland was the first one that I know that I've been to that does hats. You guys know I wear a hat all the time. It's just, I love wearing hats.
Same.
Okay. No, you don't. So, and then throw the t-shirt in there. And it could be a cheaper hat. It doesn't, I mean, like just silk screened on with the snap. It doesn't have to be expensive. But I would say a decent water bottle with your logo on it, with whatever the convention logo on it.
Water bottles.
Water bottles at a convention with the refill stations. Look, I know you guys that run conventions hate the convention owners who jack up the prices of bottled water to $6 a bottle for something like this of water. Hook up your guys that are coming there that are paying for that VIP, because I tell you what, you'll sell more VIP tickets that way when they know that they can get a water bottle that's allowed in the convention, that they can go get water from the watering holes that are around your convention. Like, I don't know why nobody's thought of that, because, for us, for you and I, Brandy, we like to have it because it's branded, but I think it's necessary.
The collectors want everything and anything. You say it's a collector limited something, boom, we want it. There you go. I know, exactly. You're going off on a PR.
Well, it's But it's true though. I mean, it's true. If people knew that they could get a water bottle by buying it and they can use it at your convention, you're going to sell out of those VIPs pretty quick. Mm-hmm. And you know what? The VIP price is paying for the swag that you're getting anyways. Like, we're not fooling anybody here. It's a nice touch. Oh no, I know it's the venue controlled. That's why I'm saying. But if you're giving out a water bottle, like, I bring coolers into every convention I go to. I'm just not allowed to give them out to other people that are walking around and stuff. But my panel, when we do panels, there is a bottle of water sitting there for all my panel goers, because I'm not paying $5 for a bottle of water. I'm sorry. I'm there helping the convention. I bring a cooler of water that I paid $5 for 42 bottles of water that I give out to the people that are on my panel. Mm-hmm. I tell every convention I go to, I'm saying, just so you know, I'm bringing a cooler, and it's only for me and the people that are at my booth, and that's it.
Yeah, we do that too. We bring like a little rolly, like a little cooler. We'll put some water in there, because that is something that people don't tell you. You have to be prepared for these conventions. Mm-hmm. You want to make sure that if you can bring in snacks and stuff, you want to make sure that you do that. But especially if you I know a lot of people that have to watch their sugars and things like that, and they always forget. And then something could go wrong. It's like, you need to bring water if you can. Some places won't let you bring certain things in. You need to bring medicine. You need to bring some snacks. You need to come prepared on all this stuff, because those are things they don't tell you. You want to wear comfortable walking shoes. You want to make sure that you see where all the seating and stuff is, so that if you need to sit down, you need to scope everything out before you just go crazy and go table to table. You need to just look for all that, because some conventions, they'll have food, they'll have drinks, they'll have different setups, they'll have like a seating area. You want to scope the bathrooms. You want to scope out all that stuff ahead of time, just so that you're well prepared. You can make the best of everything at that convention all day. Some of them are super duper long.
Yep.
And that is something I will say. So if you don't listen to anything else, these are some great tips because you definitely want to make sure that you're well prepared for these conventions. Like Chase is even saying, stay hydrated, sneak in. If you're allowed to bring in snacks,
but Chase isn't.
Try and bring those in and tons of water.
He's not lying. It's $7 for a bottle. You ask Dr. Scott if he's still in the chat room. Ask him how much he paid for his 20-ounce Pepsi. Well, I should say Lynn paid for the 20-ounce Pepsi. Sorry, Scott. I'm not giving you credit for that. Lynn bought it for you. Scott wanted some caffeine. He hasn't drinking Pepsi in a while.
Yeah.
Ask him how much he paid for it because they asked him twice. Are you sure you really want it? I don't know if he's in the chat room anymore, but I think she paid $5.65. Right there. Look, $5.40. That's what it was. Just about. You might as well say it's $6 with tax and everything like that.
I mean, we all know places are expensive. I went to a couple conventions that had over 80-some thousand people in the entire weekend. Like, they have, like, Awesome Con in DC and stuff. They have food and stuff, and by the time you get food, it's like $40 a person.
But if you're gonna
for like a sub.
But if you're gonna trap people in there, Brandy,
yeah,
you can't. I mean, people got families. You want families there? $7 to $8 for a bottle of water. I don't care if you're and this isn't the con runner. Let's understand this. It's not the people that are running the convention. It's the convention center itself. You want people to come to your convention center. You can't be selling water for $7. You want to sell it for $2 if it's normally $1. Fine, sell it for $1 markup. But I feel like
they mark it all up.
Market, like 7 times.
Yeah, but that's how it is anywhere. You ever go to a baseball game recently, or like a football game? The alcohol, just a can of like beer is like $17.
$17 for beer?
I think it was like $17.50 for like one alcoholic beverage.
That's ridiculous.
And a lot of people are going to those games and they might have 1 or 2 drinks. That's so much money.
No.
It's crazy.
No, that's too much.
It's wild. So, I mean, I know everything. Oh, you're in Baltimore. That's right.
CORGS,
that's right.
So Blur 2040. CORGS historically is a very cheap show. Normally it is when Gary has it at the other convention. Unfortunately, him and Chris were at the mercy of the Columbus Convention Center. And like, if you went outside, like, they can't have indoor food. Like, I was really surprised that they were allowing Red Bull to walk around and give people as many Red Bulls as you wanted. Like, they brought the truck in, and these people, when I say, Scott, wouldn't you say, you're in the chat room too, wouldn't you say like it was 15 feet high, the Red Bull, like the stacks of cases of Red Bull behind the Red Bull truck? And I know he doesn't drink it, but it was probably like 25 feet long. And it was just stacks upon stacks upon stacks of Red Bull. And then they had these rolling coolers that they'd roll around the whole floor, and they'd be like, hey, you want some Red Bull? And take as much as you want. And we were telling people that didn't drink Red Bull, like, take it. We just threw it in our cooler. But I was surprised they were allowed to do that, because out there, right outside, literally right outside the doors, Brandy, people were able to buy Red Bull. It was probably like $15 or something. It was ridiculous. It just, yeah, he said it was enormous. It was pretty good. Yeah, I was an exhibitor, had no problem bringing in outside anything. Yeah, but I always try to be upfront with the con runner. I'm like, hey, just so you know, I'm bringing a cooler. I need it from, we're talking a lot. I need water. I'm not spending the money here. I bring it from my people at my table too. We have enough extra water. That's just the way we do it. So some guy drinks the whole truck of Red Bull and goes all Hulk. Oh man, dude, if the guy drank
get his wings, he'd be flying for sure.
He'd be on his way to the hospitals where he'd be.
That's what I'm saying. He'd be flying for sure.
Maybe, yeah, 100%. That would be pretty bad. All right, I think we kept these people enough tonight. We really hope you guys appreciate it. Brandy, let them know what's going on with you.
Nothing much. No, I'm kidding.
You said it, not me. No, I'm just kidding.
I know. Things have been a little crazy. I'm done making perler beads. So what I have is what y'all are gonna get. That's all I got. No, you can see me anywhere really. I'm all over the place. Not this week though. But I'll be at Retro World Expo Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you guys are in the Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut area, or you guys can go there, you definitely wanna check that out. And yeah, I can't wait. Maybe I'll do a little bit of behind the scenes, some point of view type of filming, and not be too embarrassed to post that stuff. So maybe you'll see some of that. Maybe you won't. Who knows?
The Red Bull of Death. I like that. I like that. Yeah, so everybody make sure you check that out. And then next week we'll be back with the podcast normal time on Wednesday like we always do. And it'll be a recap of what Brandy, and hopefully Brandy brings the heat. Now I've set the bar, so she's got to bring the heat now from Retro World with a lot of cool footage and things like that for us. And then literally like 2 days after that, we'll be in Cleveland.
Crazy.
And we'll be set up with the broadcasting booth. You guys will all get to see all that. Make sure you check out our social medias and follow our journey. We really appreciate everybody coming out here and enjoying the time with us. We had an awesome time. Brandy, anything you want to? I'm gonna have you take us out of here.
Yeah. Go Pittsburgh. No, that's how we should end every single one. People will be like, why do they really like Pittsburgh? No, I feel like just stay tuned because you never know what craziness is going to happen. But we're really excited for next week's episode. As hopefully everything goes well this weekend. Because if it's crazy, y'all will want to hear about it. And if it's all good stuff, still will want to hear about it. So either way, make sure you guys stay tuned. Help him get to 10K on his subscriber count. And make sure you follow us everywhere because you never know what bobbleheads we're going to find and which ones we're going to post online.
Yes.
Yeah.
And thank you to all the devs and vendors that showed up today in the chat room. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time.